And when just continuing on as a supplemental to this, with the language model, my dad always used to have a saying in computer science. So when he used to work in auto manufacturing as an auto executive, you don't computerize the process unless you can get a certain scale. But if you can do, if you can do, if it takes you less than a certain scale up to do a computer process, you do it manually like I did. Because this thing I did, I was able to calculate in 1 hour. However, this was done by having an education that includes doctoral in management and organizational behavior, masters of business administration, both from University of Phoenix, bachelor's of science in pre-med, and EE in computer science from UW Parkside, along with breadth of knowledge in art and history, 3 independent studies in artificial intelligence, computer engineering, and computer-aided education, along with the experience as a medical researcher, a computer executive with the Society for Computer Simulation, an entrepreneur forming 2 companies, and also working for two family companies, one which is in local construction, one which is in apartment rentals. So it's not a matter that basically, like a science fiction program, you can do, like put on a cap and do a complete mind transfer. You have to have the experience, you have to have the education, you have to have the life experience. Now let's go back to the diagram. And looking at the diagram, you can see how the diagram started as what I would consider a simple diagram, but you can see when I added the notes to it, how it becomes a little bit bigger. And this is the reason why what I say is when companies talk about replacing entry-level, junior-level programmers or even other people in customer service, I don't agree with that. And I agree with the policy of 2600 magazine that no AI articles should be allowed to be published. An article should be written by the actual person. It's one thing if the person uses AI to correct grammar or correct spelling, but the main article shouldn't be copy and paste and shouldn't be generated by an AI using SLM models. It should be actually written. And that's part of the reason why sometimes what I do to demonstrate the thing about not using this AI, that's why sometimes I still use a typewriter when I send letters to friends to demonstrate that this was written by me, not by an AI. And I think maybe we should emphasize that, because there have been concerns about certain professors using AI to grade papers and certain professors using AI to put notes, because at Northeastern there was a lawsuit about certain professors using AI to make lecture notes and students demanded their tuition back, which I think they had a right to do so, because a professor is supposed to know how to generate their own notes and do their own research. That's why they're a professor. Well, looking at this now, you can see a small language model can beat a large language model, because if I were to do this on a large language model, I still would be running up CPU time, I still would be running up GPU time, and still would be trying to figure this out. But last night I did this in 1 hour, and actually this was done at 2 in the morning, because sometimes my most creative points are 2 in the morning to 5 in the morning. Well, looking at both these presentations, let me know what you think. The best way to reach me is on YouTube, X, Facebook, or Pinterest. And when I do get this up, as I mentioned before, I'll try to put this up on SourceForge and GitHub, but also this time I'm going to file proper paperwork for copyright and patent. Well, this has been Diana's Makerspace, induction of the Kanecki small language model using the football rating system for defensive football players, and I'll give you a follow-up as to see if I actually have the meeting with the football club.